and I do watch your channel a lot, and I do like when you say that how society treats women as like babies, like they coddle them a lot, because people coddle me, and I don't think it's okay.
People should be held accountable. If they want to be masculine, they should be able to receive the masculinity.
I think you have to like take accountability as a woman, as a person. So,
all right, but here's my question to y'all. If you have the opportunity to say something to the scammer, what would that thing be? Let me repeat. If you have the opportunity to say something to the young scammer, what would that thing be? I want to hear from the ladies as well. I want to hear from the ladies that went over to the GoFundMe and funded money for her. $35,000 plus that it's at right now. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from the ladies that were convinced that she was telling the truth at first. I want to hear from y'all.
hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm Queen Shania. I agree with your statements. Like, I think as a woman, you should just keep your hands to yourself. There's no reason for you to be fighting men. Like, I don't know what led up to him hitting her with a brick. I don't think she needed a brick, but I also feel like some women need to learn that, like, you can't just walk around hitting people without any consequences.
Okay, and can I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 24. I look like a child, but I'm 24.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, the next part of my question is that have you been around women that hit men?
I'm from New York. There's a ton of women who I know who hit men.
What part of New York?
Queens.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say the BX. I'm like, yeah, all the women up there, yeah, they all hit men in the BX, but in Queens. Okay.
And
okay, so you've seen them. Are you friends with them?
No. People like that.
But you know of them.
I know of them. I have people like that in my family. It's wild. So.
Okay, so if you had an opportunity to talk to that woman, the one that caught the 2-ton brick of destruction to her face, if you had an opportunity to be able to say something to her in the room, what would you say to her?
I feel like if she was one of my friends, I probably just would ask her, like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, I would just ask her, like, what compels you to hit this man? Like, why do you feel the need to, like, beat on people? Like, what's wrong with you? Because you don't.
Got it. Okay.
Men just hit you for no reason. So I just would be questioning her, like, why? What led up to the circumstances? Because I'm genuinely confused.
You know what? You said something very interesting right there. You said men don't hit women for no reason.
They don't. Nobody just, I mean, unless you're crazy, but most people are not just walking around throwing bricks at people.
Exactly, unless you're crazy. I find it so interesting that no one questioned that when they looked at the Spiritual World post or the Shade Room post. No one thought that any of this was weird. Why do you think that is?
I feel like, and I do watch your channel a lot, and I do like when you say that how society treats women as like babies, like they coddle them a lot, because people coddle me. And I don't think it's okay. I think you have to like take accountability as a woman, as a person. So.
So it's an accountability issue.
I think so, because why else is this happening?
My name is Ali. You can just call me Ali.
Hi, Ali. What part of the world are you calling from?
I'm actually from New York, which is so funny because the girl that just was on, she's from New York. But I'm originally from the Bronx, but I've moved away. So I live like in a different neighborhood now, but
how many men have you beaten in your life?
0. No,
you said
I don't.
You say you're from the Bronx, right?
Yes, but
okay,
I come from, look, and this is a misconception where a lot of people have, I feel like, where we're stereotyped, we're like generalized now. Like I'm from the Bronx, but I am so far away from like your typical Cardi B or whatever, you watch. Like that's just too extreme. To the topic that we're discussing, being from where I'm from,
and you're familiar with a lot of masculine women in and around your space, right?
Yeah, growing up.
So you know women that actively act like men, physically, and right, and nothing happens to them. Okay, so let me just ask you first. So being from the BX, okay, where it's the Bronx.
Okay, it's not the
we both understand. Being from the BX, okay, and then understanding that this is the way that your homegirls conduct themselves. And
Mhm.
then also an understanding that there's a narrative pushed that allows women to do this with no consequences. Why do you think that you within your own self live life a little bit differently?
Again, like where I'm from and how I've been raised, and just even if we're thinking traditional roles, I was raised with both parents, and my mom is still married. And just seeing um, some of the things that my father says, my brothers, I'm the youngest one, so I've been around like a lot of masculine men in my life.
Are
So
you Afro Latina?
I'm Dominican. That's all I say. That's as far as I go.
Okay,
But
was you, so is your father the leader of the
yeah,
household?
my mom is a stay-at-home mom. She's been a stay-at-home mom since I was a child.
Okay,
You know, like
so
that's her
you've
role.
watched, the dynamic. How many brothers do you
I
have?
have two older brothers.
Okay, and you're the baby.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
it's beginning to make sense now. So you've watched the kind of
What?
dynamic
What does
of,
that mean?
no, I'm saying it's kind of making sense how you have much more of this type of reaction to it, right? You didn't come from a single mother household. There was actually men in and around your space that you could look at from an example, and your parents are still together,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Which is not typical for most
Yeah.
families in the BX.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, they're strong. 21 years. They've been together,
Okay.
officially married. But yeah, it's just like, as I don't know, even me as a woman, like if I see something wrong, like I'm gonna just be like, whoa, that's just a little too much. I'll call the cops, even if I can't. I probably won't ever jump in, like most likely not. But I'm gonna be like, yo, someone just got hit with a brick. They didn't even do that. Like, it's just weird. Just the lack of masculine energy in that room. It was just like, if my brothers were around, they would have been like, yo, my mans, what's going on? Like, we're not doing that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like something, anything, because she could have died. Let's be realistic. It's a brick. You know, she could have
Mm-hmm.
really gotten injured.
Could have
Like,
been
thank God
hurt.
he didn't. Huh?
No, I agree. She could have gotten hurt, but also she didn't have to pop off on the guy in order to get bricked. So the
I
brick
don't
is not.
know. But
So listen. Let me be
everyone
clear.
should keep their hands to
Bricking a
themselves.
hold on. Bricking a bitch is way worse than what she did. I want to make that abundantly clear. It's
I
like
don't
infinitely
think
worse.
so.
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
think so. Would you want to
no.
get hit with a brick? If you did something that someone disagrees with you, because I watch you, let me just put that clear. I am subscribed to your channel. I love your content, and I do agree with you with like 95% of your stuff. For real, for real.
Okay.
But this one had me a little triggered because I was just like, mm, just a
Wait. So
weapon. Like, that's a
what point
weapon.
had you triggered? I'm losing you now. What point had you triggered?
The point of brick, of weapon, like you're hitting, maybe like you could
No,
have
no, no.
probably slapped her,
You're not listening to
backhanded
me,
her,
Mama.
but a brick.
You're not listening to me. I said but you're not listening to me.
Okay.
What I said was is that bricking a bitch is way worse
Okay.
than the words that she used. That's what I
Okay.
just said a second ago.
Got you. Got
So
you.
are you saying that
Okay.
you disagree with that?
No, I agree. I heard it now. I didn't. I
Okay.
thought you
So
had said
what's
something different. Yeah.
okay? So what's the other point that you disagree with then? Why
Just
and why did you get triggered?
it was just the people commenting as well, talking about women, want this protection or demand this protection or expect this protection, when in all actuality is like, if you see someone getting hurt, like wouldn't you initially want to like do something like about it? Like, damn, this person got hurt. Like, it's just weird to
Right.
me because I don't know. Like,
So
it's
I'm
just
gonna
weird.
bring you through.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna bring you through the logic path right now. So
Let
I'm
me
glad
hear
that you called in. I'm
it.
glad that you called in
Let me hear you.
because the shade room post is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's the
Hmm.
shade room post. That's the spiritual world post. That's all of the social media posts that did no further due diligence into the background or the history of this lovely young woman. What did we find out after? Is that she was popping the fuck off. She was talking to the guy as disrespectfully as Brittany Renner was talking to the former heavyweight champion of the world. The
Okay.
difference was is that Brittany Renner is famous, has a
Hmm.
platform, can talk about shit, and wasn't around the crazy degree of guy that decided to put a brick in her face. Again, I do not agree with the brick. It is not something that me or anyone in the MT Army would ever do, only in a life or death situation, because a brick is a force multiplier. And if you use a force multiplier on
Yeah.
someone to that degree, that means that you may kill them. Okay? Even hitting someone, they can die from. Not from the punch, but from hitting the back of the head on the concrete. These are serious situations. Men, especially in the MT Army, we do not romanticize violence at all. It's not something that I ever tell the men within my community to stand behind. Again, unless it's for a self-defense situation. I don't agree with what he did.
Yeah.
However, I don't agree with what she did.
Okay, cool. Because that's what, like, people were,
Listen,
like, misconstruing it a lot. I'm like, no, it's both wrong. Like,
listen, there's going to be consequences
yeah.
for your actions. And the fact of the matter is that she didn't pop her dirty mouth off. None of that would have happened to her. She fucked around and found out.
I mean, that was fucked up, though. Come on. I still don't agree with a brick. She fucked around and found out, but it was just excessive. Can we agree?
We both don't agree with the brick. But she fucked around and found out.
Fuck around and find out, but the brick was OD. I'll just leave it at that. Like, that was just,
the brick was OD. It was. We both agree. We both agree. The brick was OD.
Yeah. Thank you though for having me. I'm gonna log out. You have a great night.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mama? How are you?
I'm good. Straight out, people should be held accountable. If they want to be masculine, they should be able to receive the masculinity.
I agree with you. So if she was in the room with you, let's say that she was your sister. Let's say that she was your daughter. I don't know if you have kids, but let's just say she was your daughter.
No, I have a 21-year-old child. He's graduated from college. He lives by himself, and he's up on a school of law and works at a university.
Okay, so let's say that you had a 21-year-old daughter, and you're watching this happen on social media with her.
Unacceptable.
What do you say to her? Okay.
Unacceptable. What are you doing? I mean, you're ruining it for the lionesses out here. There's plenty of lionesses out here that are like, oh my God, we want to be traditional women, and you're just like screwing it up for us. Why in the hell why the hell people are going to passport bros who are like, I'm traditional and I'm here in America? It's like, shut up. Don't be coming here from out of seas, from other countries, having woke because of neocolonialism over there, and then come and bringing up this Western shit over here. So mess it up for us. It's like, shit, what do I have to do? Go to, be a passport girl just to bring up the American man back to the country for women like me?
Talk to him. Talk to him. That mindset, that hateful
plus,
ass
I think
mindset is the reason why men are going abroad.
I think the whole brick was like a scam too. I'm in the medical. You get sliced when you get hit by bricks. There's plenty of
you
you're
kind of breaking up, Mama.
In the ER.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of things.
Yeah, if you get hit with a brick.
Yeah, you get like a slice, and you get like all bloody, and then your face goes like this, and I don't know. The
hematoma more so looked like a left hook to me.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't really look like.
Yeah, she must have not got done with a brick. I think it was more of like a punch, a slap punch.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then also there was a guy that corroborated. There was a guy that corroborated the story of a brick.
Oh, okay. Well, then that was like a brick, but it was like really close brick, not a far brick, because the far brick would have been more of a damage.
Oh, like he didn't chuck it across the street.
Yeah,
you just saying
he was like bam right there, boom. It was like a nice,
Yeah, like just real quick. You know what I mean? She should have bobbed, but she weaved.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to make it like a CIS, some kind of the proximity of the injury was this and the force was that.
Word. It must have been a new ass brick. Like it was made a day ago. It was nice and smooth. Yes. There was no divots in that brick. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing to cut the skin.
It was a new brick.
It was a new brick, right? It was just a faux brick. Like it wasn't even a brick. It was just something that painted to look like a brick. They got that now. You know what I'm saying? I might actually put one of those up on my wall because my old crib had like the brick background.
Like the fireplace.
It wasn't those bricks. The brick in my old background, that shit was made like 120 years ago. You hit someone in the head with one of those bricks, and the brick is gonna explode on your face. Number one, it's gonna break, and then your face is gonna be all cut up,
That's kind
bricked
of like
up.
the ones that you want to child-proof your home with.
Yes, the faux bricks. The faux
Yeah,
bricks. Yeah, new
yeah,
brick.
yeah.
New brick.
So for for me, I don't condone the force, but if you want to be called the man,
Mm,
be equal, why can't
mm.
we say we could receive the equalness?
Equal rights and equal lefts.